Hi, I'm Jerry Ford with Attic Treasures, and I'm going to show you how to make this lovely box bag using your serger, and it even has an exposed zipper. Okay, so if you had attended our baby lock test drive this last week, we showed you how to do this in class, but I did promise you a video so that you could repeat it again at home, going nice and slow. So, for this one, what you need is that you need a piece of fabric, and you can make them any size. I've made them very small, very large, any size you like. This one happens to be 9.5 by 13 inches, so I have cut a piece 9.5 by 13. So, and I have put just a fleece lining on the inside of it because I'm going to put my camera in this. This little bag is great. This one I have my electronics in it, all my cords and whatnot for my computer and jump sticks and all this other stuff, all these wires and whatnot. So what you need is this piece of fabric. You will need a zipper at least 4 inches longer than where you want to put it. And it has to be a nylon coil zipper. You can't use a metal coil zipper. It has to be nylon. And you'll need about 10 inches of ribbon. Okay, now to use this on a serger, I've set up my serger for a 3-thread overlock. You could use a 4-thread. I like to use a 3 and a 3-thread narrow just so that I don't catch the teeth of my zipper by accident. And the other thing you're going to want to use is a cording foot. This is the P5 cording foot, and they are available for either the 4-thread or the 8-thread baby lock sergers. So in order to, you have to use the cording foot because it's your coil of your zipper has to run freely underneath the foot of the machine. Okay, I have set this up for a 3-thread narrow overlock, and my settings are, is I have set it up with the right overlock needle, and this is my needle thread. It comes straight up and into this number 2 slot and up and around. I have set my stitch selector on B, and I have set my width at M here, and then my stitch length is about 2 to 3. And my differential feed is at neutral. I'm going to change the foot. So I drop this one out. Put this foot on. Okay, the foot has a groove underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the coil of the zipper, and you'll see this groove. You want to put the coil of the zipper, and you can, and I'm putting it right sides down. In other words, the zipper pull is underneath. It's right up underneath. So I want it to put right sides down. If I need to bring my foot up because it doesn't want to go easily, I'll just hyperextend it by pinching the take-up lever. And I'm going to come back here, so I want to clear the foot, because the two things you do not want to run over is you don't want to run over the zipper stop and the zipper pull at the beginning. So I'm going to run this zipper literally, you get this? See, I'm going to position this line of the zipper straight up underneath. Okay, let me get this to go. So your zipper's gun wants to move freely underneath there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right sides up, and I'm going to be sewing on the short end, not the long end. And I'm just going to raise the toe to get this in further. I'm going to line up the edge of this tape on the zipper to the right side top of the fabric. So I'm just going to sew it straight, keeping this line right down the middle of this groove. Okay, and I've cleared, when my needles have cleared the fabric, I raise the needle, raise the presser foot, pull some slack, and then pull that out. Okay, Okay, so I'm ready to put this on the other side. So I'm going to finger press this, or press it with an iron, so that it's flat again. And you might want to even test the zipper to make sure it's pulling. Yeah, it's opening, not a problem. Okay, and now we're going to start again. This time I'm going to pull this zipper pull way out of the way. Don't want it to get caught. And I want to match my threads up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a notch right near the tape, but a little further up, cut about 2 inches away. Now I'm going to line up the notch. So I'm lining up my fabric with the notch. I'll put a little clip to hold it, just to hold it in place. And I'll just pin the other side so that the fabrics are even. I even put one more. Okay. See, I've got the notch, so that's going to allow me to place this underneath of the foot of the machine. Okay, so again, I am lining up, as you can see it, this line, which is the center of the zipper, with the center of the groove, and then I'm going to stitch. Go straight down the middle. And I can just veer off because I'm off the zipper anyway. Okay. Alright, very nice. So, again, I'm going to finger press this open. Now, we're going to start not at the end with the zipper pull, but on the other side. Zipper, and I'm going to make a mark, and I'm just going to pin the center just to mark it. Okay. I'm going to put two ribbons, a ribbon on each end, so I need my 5 inches, or I'm going to now cut this in half. I'm going to have 5 inches of ribbon. Okay, I'm going to put a pin in that center, and I'm going to lay one edge of the ribbon here. I need a few pins. Now this time I'm going to use pins, but I'm going to use them very sparingly. I'm going to use a pin, but I'm going to put it back way far here on this side. Okay, I'm going to take the other side of this ribbon, see, straight, put it together like that. There it is. Keep going the wrong way. And I'm going to put another pin right here. See? So I have my pins like that. I'm going to open up this bag, and I'm going to actually just clip off this excess part of the zipper. Mostly because it's in my way and you can't see what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to line up the teeth of the zipper with the center of the pull. And I'm going to put the tab, I'm going to put the pin, and I'm going to reach inside and pull those pins out so that I could put another one if I'm not sure. And I'm going to, now I have no pins going this way, I want all the pins going this way. So, and I'm going to, I didn't even put the regular foot back on, I'm just still using the cording foot, and I'm going to go straight across. And so that wants to fold, so I'll just lift it. Stylus is great for this. Okay, take these pins out. Now the next thing I'm going to do is again find the center here, just to mark it. Okay, I'm going to put one ribbon here, And I'm just going to put this here just so I remember to take them out. And this one here. See, what I've done is I take it straight and then double it back on itself like that. Put another pin there. Okay, now the next thing I want to do, I'm going to cut off that little thread so I don't get caught. I'm going to open this zipper inside. So I have this open. I'm going to put the teeth of the zipper right there. I can put my pins back. Put the other teeth of the other zipper right next to it. Move that pin right there. And now I can cut these excess bits off. And I'm going to sew straight across. I will most likely remove those pins before I get to it. Now, as I'm sewing over here, there's no problem. But what happens on this edge of the zipper, the foot's going to want to curl it back that way. So, this is what this tool is so good for. Also, besides just changing the needles, is I come up to the one end of the zipper pull, I'm just going to use it to help push it under the foot. Okay. And there I have, now my pins were farther back, so there's no problems. Okay, now I'm going to box the corners so I can have a nice squared edge and see everything was caught. Okay, now I have this seam, I have this fold right here, and then the seam. I'm going to put my finger inside, and I'm going to press the seam edge to, and if you can't see it, you can always put a pin there so you can just see it where it is. So I'm going to put this pin right here just so I can see where that is, because I can't. Okay, reach in. Match the seam line to the fold. Okay. And then I want to go straight across. So my seam is going straight perpendicular to me. I want to cut the same amount. So I'm just going to use this little mark right here to put the tip of my triangle, because it looks like a big triangle, and just sew straight across. I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. Again, I'll repeat that. Then I will put a pin here if you're not sure where it is, where that fold is. Match my seam to the fold line. See how that's matched? I don't want that pin there. And put this so that this is perpendicular to me. And I want the tip of my little triangle to be at about the same spot. You can mark it. You can take a mark and then just go straight so that it's always consistent. And see, I want them both to flip to the back, so I'm going to just sit there and hold this. I want to leave the tail. I'm going to do that for all 4 corners. There. Okay, I think these tails are ugly, so I don't need, I could put some fray check and just simply cut it, but you know that's too simple. Another way is to take a big-eyed needle, a yarn darner, chenille needle, a double-eyed needle, anything that has a large eye, and just simply weave it into the stitching. See, that makes that nice and neat. Although before threading the needle, you might want to pull those threads straight. Now I'm going to thread, can't see, there, thread my needle and weave it in. Okay, I'm going to do that on all four corners and weave all these tails in. Okay, so now I've clipped all of my threads. And I've woven in all the tails. I'm going to turn this right side out. And see, I have a nice box bag to keep some things in. All finished. So if you have any questions, you can give us a call at Attic Treasures at Occoquan, Virginia at 703-490-1536. If you'd like written instructions on how to complete this serger bag, then contact me by email at waltzquilt@yahoo.com. Hope you like the project. Thank you for watching. Bye.